Is your relationship rocky? So you found the love of your life, or so you thought. It all seemed absolutely perfect in the beginning. You were head over heels in love. You couldn't survive a day without seeing each other or speaking to each other. You could talk to each other for hours on nothing and everything. It was all beautiful until the conflict began. Do you and your proposed spouse frequently have major disagreements which lead you down the path to nowhere? Does every interaction with your fiancé or fiancée inevitably dissolve into an argument of some sort? It is normal in an authentic relationship to have differences in opinion. That is one of the ways in which relationships grow and both parties get to understand each other. But relentless conflict in a relationship can be draining. It can make you doubt the very foundations of the relationship and whether you were actually meant for each other. It can stop all progress and make you feel like you're in a vicious cycle going nowhere. And if that's how you feel right now, it may be that you need to stop. Take a deep breath and try to understand what's really happening between the two of you. A marriage was meant to be a pleasure, not a pain. If a relationship is rocky, marriage will not cure that malady. So don't be tempted to think that all your problems will disappear once you say I do. If anything, they will only intensify with the pressures of marriage. Just like pain in your body warns you that something is not quite right, pain in a relationship is an indicator that you need to stop and ask yourself what exactly the pain is indicating. So what can you do if pain has become a daily reality of your relationship? I suggest that you start by assessing how significant your differences are. How serious are the triggers for your conflict? Are they significant things that border on what you believe about God and his involvement in your life, or your life pursuits and what you believe that you are on earth to accomplish, or where and how you believe you should spend the rest of your life, or the moral lifestyle your partner chooses? These are all significant issues that will determine the course and the quality of your life. And if you and your proposed spouse disagree on these fundamentals, it should be cause for concern. You're probably familiar with the illustration that if you want to fill up a container to capacity with rocks and sand, the large rocks, which are the most significant, must go in first. The little rocks and pebbles can go in next to fill the spaces between the large rocks. And lastly, the sand can go in to fill whatever space is left. That's the only way you can get it all in. So if you start with the sand or the little rocks, you will never get the big, significant, important rocks in. And so it is with marriage. When you take care of the fundamentals, the smaller issues will fall into place more easily. So what are the big, significant rocks in your life which are non-negotiable to you? Your relationship with God, your vision for your life, your integrity. If the relationship you're in is threatening any of these significant issues, then it is safe to say that it is probably not meant to be. If you proceed, you will have signed up for a life of perpetual conflict because you will either have to let go of what matters most to you to keep the relationship, or you will constantly be at loggerheads with your partner. So the decision is obvious, regardless of how much you love this person. Now, on the other hand, if your difficulties are not significant rocks, it may simply mean that you both need to learn conflict resolution skills so that you can develop a deeper understanding of each other and better tools for managing your differences when they occur, because differences always occur in relationships. The issue is not the difference, but it's how you deal with it. A rocky relationship is not always a sign that the relationship is doomed for failure. It may just mean that you both need to work harder at understanding each other better, communicating better, and understanding how to compromise for the benefit of your relationship. Smarter decisions lead to better relationships.